Hello everybody, and welcome to part 4 of our guide for beginners to start out Dark Souls. This is to introduce people that are curious about the game to the game and the mechanics, and to teach them some tricks, tips, things that I've learned that help to make life easier here. So, to start out for the day, this bow really sucks. So I'm going to show you where to find a much better bow that's very close to here. First, we've got to take out this Titanite demon. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack, and we're going to hide behind this, and that will make all of his shots at the bottom of that column in front of us. So we're basically protected, and we can continue to shoot him with impunity until we kill him. Now it's going to take quite a few shots with a crappy bow like this, but it's absolutely worth it. Well, alright, it might not be worth it for you, but it makes life so much easier. So we're just gonna sit here and plug a few shots into him. It's gonna take a minute or so, and then once he's down, he doesn't respawn, so it's very easy to do it this way. Another option would of course be to get in there, melee, roll around. But for a newer player who really just doesn't have the skill or the experience to fight him, this is really the best way to do it. The safest way, I should say. If you don't like this, you can stand out in the open and you can dodge around and roll and shoot him, and then roll and shoot him, and it'll be the same way if you want to do it that way with the ranged. But as long as you keep your distance, he'll continue to try to shoot you, and as long as you stay behind the bottom of that pillar, that column that's laying down over there, you get free shots all day long. And we just about have him down. It's not too much further past this though that we'll actually find a better bow. I'm guessing 5 or 6 more shots. Okay. And there we go. And once he's dead, he will always drop a Titanite, a demon Titanite. There's also a chance that he'll drop that weapon that he had, the Titanite catch pole. That'll be farmable later in the game if we don't get one, and if we want to play with it. But as we come down here, this guy, they have about 200 hit points, and these tree ants, or tree guys, whatever you want to call them, they drop a lot of moss clumps. Red, purple, and blooming purple. So if you need those clumps, and you will need them later, this is a good place to farm for them. Come up here, You can run around this side, or if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you can actually safely fall over here. There's the glow of a lizard up ahead, and the glow down there, that's our target for the bow. So what we'll do is we'll try to sneak up on this lizard. And he saw us. We got him. Alright. That's good. That twinkling titanite's always good because you can use it to upgrade a lot of the better armors and a lot of special weapons, we'll call them, for lack of a better term. And here is the longbow. Then we just jump off back here. Now there's one more thing I want to get down here before we head up. I want to get a better shield. In order to do that, we do have a fight that we have to fight. But then it's right here. So this black halberd, the Black Knight here, wields a halberd. A Black Knight halberd, and it is one of the more powerful weapons available in the game. He drops it rarely. I think he dropped it for me last time I played, and that was the only time. Yeah, we're gonna want to heal. There we go. Maybe. Wow, he likes us. So what we're going to do is we're going to circle around behind him and backstab. Just circle and backstab. Now it's only going to take 3 hits with our halberd here at +5. And he dropped a blue titanite chunk for us. That's good. Now behind him, what he was guarding was 2 things. First of all, most importantly for us right now, he was guarding this shield. This is going to be our new shield for probably the rest of the game. The Grass Crest shield, what it does is, the special thing about it is that it increases your stamina recovery. You'll notice that I have a green aura. That means that that stamina recovery is actually active. If I hit triangle and two-hand my weapon, you'll see that the aura stays active. So I do continue to regenerate my stamina even when I put the shield on my back to two-hand the weapon. That's important. That makes boss fights where I usually two-hand my weapon and other fights much easier because you have more swings. You have a chance to do more damage and dodge more. This cave right here that was behind the Black Knight leads to just this bonfire, and then beyond this bonfire it will lead to the Valley of the Drakes. We are not going to go there yet. We will go there later on in the playthrough. There are a few things in there that are nice to get. It's also a good place to farm dragon scales if we need to upgrade any of our weapons. But for now, let's just head back to the bonfire. It's a little bit of a run, but we'll come back here later also for one more thing. But that'll be after we beat the gargoyles, I think. Almost there. And let's also take the time to equip the longbow. The longbow looks like it only does 5 more damage, but it has better scaling. So it actually does a lot more than just those 5 damage. Alright, let's go up here and rest. And then we'll take on the gargoyles. Let's repair everything while we're here. Alright, everybody will remember how this is done. There are several ways to do it, but it's easiest just run up, let go of run, turn around, and attack. Parry and repost. Alright, it's important to clear that out because we're going to pull out that Beer and Ink Knight right now. And we'll fight him here. So keep your shield up and then attack. Get a free shot in. Careful on that one. If you're standing behind him, that attack will hit behind him as well. When he gets low enough, he will try to drink his own Estus flask. If you're close enough to run in and give him a free shot, take it. So the secret to that one is keep your shield up and keep circling around behind him. He'll leave you open. Firekeeper soul, we will take care of that right now. What we're going to do is hop in this elevator. This will take us back down to the Firelink Shrine. This elevator is a shortcut that we're going to use quite often. So, you'll probably all recognize this area by now. Here's Petrus. We can head down here. And we're in Firelink. And she can't speak, but she can reinforce our Estus flask. Now our Estus flask is a +1. That means every time we drink, we get more healing from it. So that means we need less of them to be able to basically heal the same amount of damage. So let's ride the elevator back up. When we go back up, you'll see that all of the enemies will have respawned. And that's just because we left the area. Okay. That big guy up there. He's called a channeler, and we'll see more of him later. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just shoot him in the head. Just a few shots to the head and he'll die pretty quick. And it also staggers him in case if he is trying to cast on you. So let's pull this guy. Just one at a time. Alright. So, that way we don't have to worry about them if we fall down from up there somehow. This guy's a pretty nasty trick because a lot of people when they're first starting are going to have trouble turning the corner here. But I like to stay against the wall, and then that gives me a chance to pull out my arrow. Pull out my bow and arrow, shoot him, and then when he comes down I block, and then I just attack when he's off balance. Now it's time for the dance club. It's the dance club because if you get caught in here, you will probably get surrounded and stun locked by these guys. They don't do a whole lot of damage by themselves, but if you get 3 of them beating on you, you will be stuck where you're at and unable to actually fight back or move or anything. It's a really crappy death. Every time you have to deal with it, it always sucks. I've made that mistake more times than I'd like to admit. Let's get this guy. Thank you for the Titanite shard. And we've also got another hard humanity. I didn't see when we got that one. Or another soft humanity. But here's a hard humanity. Go through here and up here.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Well, why are you in there? We used the mystery key that we got in the last episode. That was down below, if you'll remember.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see what that reward is. At this point, if we want, we could go back down to Firelink and he would be down there to give us the reward, but let's take care of these guys first. Might as well top ourselves off. Alright, here's the first challenging boss of the game. I'll let this cutscene run so that we can get a good look at him. There's the bell gargoyle. Shield up. Shield up. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to try to cut his tail off. Careful when he flies. And once, because that axe right there. Oh. Now we're in trouble. And we're dead. So let's try this a different way, everybody. We're gonna try this a different way. Just to show you how much easier we can make this on ourselves. We're going to use a humanity, and then we're going to reverse our hollowing. Now by doing that, that takes us to what's called human form. Now, human form is it allows you to host other players in your world for both PvP and PvE. Oh, that was my fault. I should have parried. So by hosting other players, we can have other players join us to help. That includes the NPCs. So what we'll do is we'll summon one of the NPCs here. Wow, he went flying when I rolled back, huh? Okay. We can also be invaded by other player characters right now. Which, if we get killed, that means that we lose all of our souls. Alright, let's traverse the white light. And let's pick our souls back up, because Solaire is going to help us out. Man, this tail is just moving. If you cut the tail off, you get a special item. There we go, and that got his attention. So the gargoyle tail axe is more of a more of a quality weapon, I guess you'd say. So as you can see, with 2 players, even an NPC, this becomes easier. So much easier. We got the twin humanities for completing the fight. So if you're ever having trouble with any area, you might consider going human form and trying to summon somebody to help you. This game is still pretty active. It's 4 years old and people are still playing constantly. I ran the risk of being invaded there by playing online while I was in human form, but we got lucky and we didn't get invaded today. Let's pull this lever and we'll let this cutscene run, and then I think we'll call it here for the day. Just head back down to the bonfire. Now that the boss is dead, I can no longer be invaded in this area. So that means that I'm safe from PvPers who are probably all better than I am anyway.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Pardon. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess? Or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
So Oswald and Lautrec are both from Kareem. Wonder if they have any relations. Any relationship to each other. So we can buy some stuff off of Oswald here. Probably for newer players, the Poison Bite and the Ring of Sacrifice are going to be the more important ones to acquire. I'm going to try to get by without them. You do find some as you play through. Now we're done with this area for now. I'm just going to use a homeward bone because I decided that was faster. Alright everybody, thank you for playing along with me. Once again, I'm Funzyr, and this is Funzyr's Guide to Dark Souls for beginners. Yeah. See you next time. Goodbye.